The Age of Uncertainty podcast by Nigel Baker. A Christmas Carol.
Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! And welcome to our little quick Christmas cracker episode of the Age of Uncertainty podcast. The idea of this episode is a quick 5 minutes of fun, Christmas themed, on some agile concepts for those of you on LinkedIn, YouTube and other forms of social media. Now, let's speed this up. I've only got 5 minutes. I decided to base this episode effectively on a Christmas Carol. Well, a small bit of Christmas Carol. Well, a very small bit of Christmas Carol. Basically, the MVP of Scrooge. So this episode's got 3 parts. Part 1 is the Ghosr of Agile, aka I'm going to look at some of my old tweets, pull them up, and pull the ones I think are funny, or I think are informative, or hopefully a little bit of both. Part 2 is all going to be about the Ghosr of Christmas Present, aka the Ghost of Agile Present. What's going on today in Agile 2023? And part 3 is going to be the Ghost of Agile Yet to Come. Where's it going? Is it going anywhere? Or are we going to see Scrooge in the coffin like at the end of Christmas Carol? Spoiler alert! So let's start this off by looking at the Ghost of Agile Past. That was a hell of a journey through those past tweets. So what about the Ghost of Agile Present? What does Agile 2023 look like? Well, for a lot of us, it started off the year looking like Agile 2020, a lot of Jira, big heavyweight tools, a lot of big heavyweight process. And then things tweaked. This has been a roller coaster of a year for many Agile people out there. Some companies have been culling their Agile staff completely regarding either Agile is done or their Agile is done and moving people on, moving their coaches on. Some companies have just battened down the hatches and cut anything they regarded as potentially indulgent, like, HR and health and safety, all to keep themselves going. And this has meant there's been a huge tightening in our world, a shortening of Scrum Master jobs, a shortening of Product Owner jobs, a shortening of Agile coaching jobs. And to be honest, I see this continuing next year. I don't just think it's a profile of the economy. I think if you tell people enough who you are, they'll believe you. And a lot of the world is believing Agile to be heavyweight process, pointless meetings, heavyweight tools, crushing them, becoming the villain they were always trying to oppose. And so I'm not feeling great at Agile in 2023. However, there are shoots of recovery. And I don't mean financial recovery, I don't even mean Agile recovery. The shoots of recovery for me, for the Ghost of Christmas future, or I think as it's said in the book, the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come, is all about approaching agility rather than capital A Agile. So I'll give an example here on screen, the scaling course that I spent a large proportion of the year working on for the Scrum Alliance. This scaling course is all about ing over ed, scaling, not scaled, not pre-built heavy process you apply to your enterprises, but evolving, growing, advancing your Agile experience. Whether that could be through growing from one team to many teams, when it's about scaling is changing, so whether it's about actually going from some conventional structures or some more agile framework structures to something more reflecting an evolutionary, incremental, iterative and empowered approach. I see that being the future, but that's going to require a lot of skill. This sort of stuff you can't just take out of a box and apply. It's going to require intelligence, nuance and experimentation, and that's where you all come in. Do you know what? Looking at this stuff, it's a bit of a circle. One of the tweets I had, did you see that tweet in Agile Past? Was all about we need to see more coaches in management roles and less managers in coaching roles. I think that's the actual future of agility, not the past. A lot of us moving away from coaching and teaching and back into real practitioner roles again. And do you know what? Personally, I can't wait. How exciting does that sound? So that's the video. A quick, a sharp, a short one, a little bit of sadness, a little bit of excitement, and even a few bad jokes. Isn't that Christmas for you? I hope so. So have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from all of us in Agile Bear, and we hope to see you all on our courses, in our coaching, and with the new scaling that's coming from us in 2024. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.